That's awesome. That is why we came back.
Welcome to the Backwoods.
My playground is out in the woods, back in the sticks, this is my hood. Waking up early with nature's hand in mine.
Is this for real life right now?
Finger on the trigger just to seal the deal. Feel the chill, shoot to kill. It's the thrill, it's the skill, it's the rush, it's the dust and grind.
Oh man, what a deal.
Living the backwoods life.
The great state of Illinois. Kevin has a love-hate relationship. This year he drew a muzzleloader tag. He's headed back to Buckchasers to hunt with our buddy Chris Bishop. Maybe this is one of the good years.
Coming into this week, we just had snow dropped, at least about 6 inches on the ground now. Temperatures are only going to be, the highs are 26, lows are 14, 15. You couldn't ask for better weather-wise for the deer. Not a lot of wind, so the winds are low, the cold temperature's there, snow's on the ground. I expect these deer to be hitting the food plots really, really hard.
We're in Illinois at Buckchasers for the late muzzleloader season. I have never gun hunted in Illinois, always bow hunted. It's about 150 yards across the field, 400 yards that way, and all of that is in range of that McCorder rifle. It ain't your granddaddy's muzzleloader, that's for sure. Unless you got a cool granddaddy. But Chris has been seeing several bucks in here. There's 3 I got pictures of on my phone that I've been studying real close. Last year I killed one right here on my crossbow. So hopefully it's gonna be a good spot today. We're ready to sit all day if we have to. But hopefully we don't have to. We'll see.
Going into our second year now, we had all the new property last year, we scouted it all, and we had a really great season last year. I mean, we killed some of the most booner bucks actually we've ever killed in Buckchasers' career. But now that we've stepped up and we've learned it even more, going into the second year, same property, and we're broadening it even more. Even more neighbors are now leasing out their property to us. We're making that 6,000 go to 7,000, which then goes to 8,000, in which this next year we'll probably have 10,000 acres. The land is still the same, keeps growing, and we're learning it more and more as each year passes.
Backwoods Life is brought to you by these great companies: Hawk Optics, Antler King, Lethal Products, McCorder Custom Rifles, Elite Archery, and Quality Archery Designs. This segment of Backwoods Life is brought to you by Spy Point Trail Cameras, the leader in cellular trail camera technology.
Where I'm going, you can't be. Trouble don't follow me. Trouble don't follow me. Hey, trouble don't follow me. Trouble don't follow me. No miracles.
Day 2 for Kevin at Buckchasers is off to a rough start, but he's in a familiar place. He was there a year ago, same time of the year, same conditions, but he had his Cam-X crossbow.
That's what I'm talking about. He looks like he's got to get his cushion out now. He looks like he's got to get too. Just watch your focus on it. That's a little bit back, but I think it's a lethal shot. He died right there.
Oh my goodness, what a deer. He's a big mainframe 8 with a kicker over here and a kicker over here. Man, that's a big old deer. My biggest Illinois buck ever. Right here at Buckchasers. Man, that's awesome. That is why we came back.
I just need history to repeat itself just a little bit. This is my first time ever gun hunting in Illinois, and thanks to our friends at McCorder, I'm carrying about 600 yards worth of deer killing hardware.
Just in case you doubted my shot, 400 yards, I'll show it to you right here. That shot with the rust was already there. That shot with the rust, and that shot's rusty, it was already there. That's my shot, 400 yards with a muzzleloader. Could have held just a little bit more wind, but it's a dead deer, 400 yards.
Backwoods Life is also brought to you by Realtree, Cam-X Crossbows, Scott Archery, Slick Trick Broadheads, CBE Custom Bow Equipment, Lynch Mob Calls, and Tree Stand Buddy. This segment of Backwoods Life is brought to you by Shiver Carts in Tifton and Valdosta, Georgia, offering sales, service, and rentals with the largest selection and best prices guaranteed.
This year at Buckchasers, it's a whole new look. We've built a brand new lodge from the ground up. Over 7,000 square feet lodge, 2 stories. We actually took recommendations from every hunter that we've dealt with over the past 10 years. Things they said, it would be nice to have a scent-free room. It'd be nice to have multiple bathrooms. It would be nice to have anything they talked about, a big, huge fireplace for us to hang out at. We took all those things, combined it into one, and built an absolute amazing lodge from the ground up, just so these hunters can have one heck of a trip. No matter if they kill a deer or not, they're going to see a ton of deer, but they're also going to love hanging out at the lodge.
This last day here at Buckchasers. Need to shoot something today, because y'all are probably getting tired of watching does and spikes run around out in the field. Beautiful spot, bunch of deer up here. We just need the right one to cooperate. We're moving to the spot that we're hoping is an awesome spot for the afternoon.
So we decided, okay, let's move up to the top. We got a big, huge turnips, sugar beets, radishes. We got a whole bunch of stuff planted up on this top food plot, and we got a great blind on it as well. So our plan is to get Kevin up to the top field, kind of move out of this bottom field, and see if we can't get on some of those bigger bucks hitting the green food sources.
Well, it's the last afternoon here at Buckchasers, here in Brown County, Illinois. And you know, I brought this recorder, 45 XML muzzleloader, confident to shoot it out to about 600 yards. And we have come to a spot that is a really good spot, but we can shoot 100 yards. Or if we get a deer shot, we ain't gonna care about how close it was. But it's a pretty spot. You don't think he's the 8-point? I don't know. That heavy 8-point? Yeah. It might be. That's the 8-point we're looking for. I think he's a little shorter time. Let me see. Yeah, okay, we didn't shoot that one. Chris would have been a little upset about that one.
I don't know what it was about that third day and the last 5 minutes of light, but everybody, our phones were blowing up with people saying, hey, I've got one down. I think I shot this one. Well, not everybody got to have that luck. There's still a few hunters in camp. Kevin happened to be one of those. He did see the biggest buck he got to see during these 3 days. Just unfortunately, it was not quite a 140. And here at Buckchasers, we have a 140 or 4.5-year-old. That was a young deer, going to have great potential. Looks great on camera, but just didn't quite meet the minimum that we have here at Buckchasers.
Well, if anything makes Kevin feel better about this tag sandwiches, he can go back to the lodge and put some steak and some shrimp and everything else that's on the grill on that sandwich to make it taste better.
We operate on almost 8,000 acres. There is no way one person, myself, that I can do that alone. There's absolutely no way. There's no way Buckchasers can be here alone. It just does not happen. You have to have good partnerships. You have to have good employees. Those employees pull their weight 100% here in Buckchasers. If it was not for my guides, I could not do what I do. We would not be successful. It takes every single team member down to our cook, the cleaning, everything. It takes us all working together to be able to pull off what we do here at Buckchasers.
Backwoods Life is also brought to you by Hunter Safety System, Hunter's Cloak, Redneck Blinds, Winner's Choice Bowstrings, and Dual Game Calls. This segment of Backwoods Life is brought to you by Walls Outdoor Goods, greater than all outdoors.
Kevin is unsuccessful as far as killing a deer. Unsuccessful about having a great time here at Buckchasers, not a problem ever here. We love what we have, the camaraderie here at Buckchasers. It's almost more than just the hunt itself. You're not here just to kill that buck. I mean, granted, that's what we all want to do. We want to kill a giant buck, but it's how we treat you in camp. It's so much more. So we're going to extend our invite to the Backwoods Life team and have another team member, if Kevin himself can't come, another team member is going to come and see if they can't get a buck down late season with archery.
Well, Kathy Whitaker's more than happy to go up to Buckchasers and try her luck. She's headed up, a lot more snow on the ground, but the deer's still moving.
It's January the 15th. I'm on an all-ladies hunt at Buckchasers in Illinois. Chris holds an all-ladies hunt every year, every season. This year, it happened to fall the very last week of the Illinois season. So I'm hoping that these deer cooperate. They've had over a foot of snow here. I think last I checked, they ended up getting 17 inches of snow yesterday. It's an awesome hunt for us the first day. Hopefully that'll mean that these deer will be up on their feet feeding. That's what I need them to do.
There's a change coming. I can feel it in the air. Better hit the ground running. Get far away from here.
Sometimes the cameras don't show everything. Right now, there's a big buck standing less than 20 yards away from the blind, and Kathy can't get it on camera. That's okay, she's just gonna be patient and let him come walking out. Problem is, this little buck decides to start chasing the doe and carries a big buck off with him. I guess Kathy's luck is running about as good as mine.
Taking names along the way, not afraid of fuss or fighting, cause now it's time to pay. I won't back down, won't change my mind, get out the way, I came to get mine. I came to get mine. I came to get mine, pay my dues, I did my time. Get out the way, I came to get mine.
Unfortunately, Kathy didn't get to fill her tag either, so she knows how Kevin felt. But she saw a lot of deer, got to hunt in the snow, just nothing worked out to get a big buck on camera.
My little boy asked me the other day, he said, "Dad, why is it every time we watch hunting shows, they always kill a deer?" Well, I guess they don't kill one every time, because this time I went home empty-handed. But I'm stopping on the way home in Arkansas and Alabama, and next week's show is definitely gonna make up for it.
The sunlight shining right here, this optical illusion, I'm not really this fat. It's just the sun shines in the window and makes it look like that. Yes, I know plural of deer is just deer, but sometimes deers sounds funnier.